So he tells him this, and then the baker's like, hey, that was a great interpretation. My turn. And so he says, well, the chief baker saw the interpretation was good. He said, okay, I was in my dream, and there were 3 baskets on my head. And in the uppermost basket were all kinds of baked goods for Pharaoh. And the birds ate them out of the basket. I don't know if he kind of put together, this doesn't sound as good as being served the cup to Pharaoh. And so anyway, they were eating out of the basket, and Joseph answered immediately. Again, I don't think there was any this interpretation of it. The 3 baskets are 3 days. Within 3 days, Pharaoh, can you imagine saying this to a guy? Get this. What did he say? He will lift up your head from you and hang you on a tree, and the birds will eat the flesh from you. Wow. Now, we got to stop for a minute and really appreciate this for a couple of reasons. If you have good news to give someone, how hard is that to give them good news? Pretty easy, isn't it? How are you when it comes to bad news? Are you good at giving bad news? This is a big deal. We need to deliver bad news as Christians, and Joseph needed to deliver this bad news. You know, you have to admit there could have been, I don't think it did, but there could have been in Joseph's mind, okay, I know this is God, and I know he's going to be dead in 3 days. Let's just mislead him and make him think, oh, you're going to be great in 3 days. And then you know he's a dead duck. I mean, he's just not going to make it. So why even say it? But this is a big deal. As Christians, we have the greatest news this world has ever heard by far in the gospel message. But let's face it, the gospel doesn't work until you give them the bad news that you're a sinner and you need a Savior. We need to help people come to grips with the fact that you are a sinner. You have done wrong things. In fact, every day of our lives we sin in some manner, and you have to be perfect to get into heaven. You need to know you're a sinner. Until you know that, you will not see your need for a Savior. We need to deliver the bad news. And so that goes for all of our lives, even